Hello and welcome back to M's Flavor Stage. Happy New Year, everybody. I want to wish you a very happy, safe, and prosperous New Year. I thank you for tuning into my channel, to my new subscribers. Hey. And I also want to tell you, Happy Three Kings Day. So, I did not grow up in Puerto Rico, but being Puerto Rican and growing up in New York, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, sometimes my parents or my mom would celebrate Three Kings Day, and she would leave like little gifts, you know, we'd get like after the holidays. So that was pretty cool. I know that in some southern or Latin American countries, they do celebrate Three Kings Day, especially in the Caribbean as well. And I know that in Puerto Rico, sometimes they have parades, they have like church services, things going on to give honor to the kings from when they went and saw Jesus when he was a baby, which technically I have heard that when you read certain versions of the Bible, it will show that when the kings went to see Jesus, he wasn't actually a baby, he was actually a toddler. So go do your own research. That's what I heard. Anyway, some people like to make the traditional foods like pasteles, which I made a few months ago and I have a video for. Some people make pernil, which is roast pork shoulder. They make arroz con gandules, which I made that I think that was probably like my second video. Some people make desserts and things like that. So happy Three Kings Day, people. So honestly, I guess I'm shocked in a sense, but not really, that here I am in January and my cooking channel is still going strong. I guess it's my passion. This is what I like to do. I love to cook, and of course I love to act. So there you have it. Well, I'm gonna stop yapping about that. Oh wait, before I stop yapping, I need to talk to you about the shirt I'm wearing. So my older brother decided that he would get all of me and my siblings, which I have another brother and a sister, these snazzy shirts for Christmas, which says Chancla Survivor and has the little shoe there. I don't know about you guys, if you were ever hit with the slipper from your mom's or your dad or whatever when you were being bad as a kid. But that's what the chancla is. If you're Hispanic, you know what I'm talking about, all right? And maybe some other cultures did it too. I really don't know. But yes, I am a proud chancla survivor. And maybe when Abuela Pestañas comes around again, she may have a little bit more to talk to you about regarding the chancla. Because I heard that she still uses it. Just saying. All right, so let's get to business. So today I am going to be cooking some stuffed chicken breasts, some baby garlic herb, baby potatoes, and we're probably gonna have a little bit of wild rice as well. It's gonna be a yummy feast. These chicken breasts are enormous, so one is pretty much enough for everyone. Like we'll each have one. You know, I have a family of 4. But that is it, you guys. I'm gonna get ready to get all my things situated and let's get cooking. All right, you guys. So here I have 4 big old pieces of chicken breasts, as you can see. Okay, I rinsed them and I pat dried it a little bit so it wasn't like, you know, too wet. Okay, now I'm gonna start adding my seasoning. Okay, so I'm gonna use 2 packets of Sazon to add some color to these guys. Okay, I don't know where they got these chickens from, but these breasts are really big. All right. My cat's acting crazy down the hall. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of adobo. We're going to do 2 teaspoons of this garlic and herb mix. This is the Kingsford brand. Okay. All right, we're gonna do 1 tablespoon of the Pampered Chef 3 onion. Of course, if you can't get to this, don't worry. I'm just gonna open this. Don't worry. Just use dried onion that they sell. I mean, you can get anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna do 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of celery seed. Okay. And I'm going to do 1 tablespoon of black pepper. Which I may actually end up using a little more, but in my ricotta cheese mixture. Okay. Then I'm going to take my Better Than Bouillon, and I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon. Ooh, that adobo will be strong. I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of this to my chicken. All right. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to mix this up together. Okay. So the flavors are well spread throughout. This smells so good. All right. Okie dokie. Okay, so now I'm gonna move on to the next part, which is going to be actually putting my ricotta cheese and Parmesan cheese mixture together. So I'm going to do that, and then we are going to stuff our chicken. Be right back. All right, so now what I'm going to do is that I'm going to take, so here we have a 15-ounce jar, or not jar, well, whatever, thing of ricotta cheese. I'm going to take like half of this and put it here in my little bowl. How many of you guys take like your deli meat jars, like containers that you buy at the store, and just save them and use them as Tupperware? Like I have like so many. Okay. So here we have about half. Okay, now what I'm going to do is that I have some garlic paste that I created the other day. I'm just going to take 2 tablespoons of garlic paste and add this to my ricotta cheese mixture. Okay, of course you can get any garlic, you can find garlic paste of your choice in the store, whatever you want to do, and that's that. Okay, now I am actually going to add, I'm going to say about a tablespoon of Old Bay Seasoning, okay, to my little mixture here. Haven't had my Old Bay for a while. Those of you who've been watching my channel from the beginning know I cooked a lot with the Old Bay. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, can be without you for so long. All right, so that's that. And then I'm going to add a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm going to take some shaved Parmesan cheese, or if you have grated, that's fine, whatever you want to use, as long as you got some Parmesan cheese. And I'm going to add that to the mixture. I'm just going to take a handful and add it. The pieces are kind of big, so I'm just crumbling it up a little bit in my hands. Okay. Right. And obviously you can add as much as you want. If you want to omit this part, you can do that as well. Okay. This is going to melt very nicely with the ricotta cheese once it's in the oven. Okay. Now I'm going to give this a little stir, because then what I'm going to do is add some egg to this. And the reason that I like to add egg to any ricotta cheese mixture that I make is because I don't like my ricotta cheese to feel like runny. I like it to have kind of like a spongy like texture to it. So when you add egg, and I mean I add, well for this I'll probably add 1 egg, but I add 1 egg and I probably add 1 to 2 tablespoons of flour to the mixture as well to give it like that spongy texture that I like. Okay. All right. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna taste a little bit of this. And I can already see I need a little bit more salt in here. So, do I want to use adobo or just regular salt? I think I'm gonna go with some adobo. All right, so I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of adobo to my mix here. Okay. All right, this should be enough. However, if it's not, I'm just gonna take more ricotta cheese, but this should be enough for all chickens. So, actually haven't made this in quite some time. This is the first time I'm actually like making a recipe out of it. So, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so I'm gonna set this to the side. I'm gonna get my chicken ready. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to add some of my garlic and herb to this. So I'm gonna add some more of this garlic and herb to this. I'm gonna just say like a tablespoon. And I need to get some oregano. So let me get my oregano. All right, so I'm also gonna add like a tablespoon of oregano. And the reason that I'm pinching this like this is because this is whole oregano. It isn't ground. It's the Mexican kind. And I just feel it has like such a robust flavor that I love. Okay, so I'll put that to the side and let me just mix this together. I feel like I want to see a little more black pepper in here. So let me see if I have a black pepper grinder thing here. I think I do, but I don't see it down here, so it's fine. I'll just use the ground pepper. So I'm gonna add another maybe like half teaspoon of black pepper because I don't want this to be like spicy or anything. And of course the Old Bay could already give it a slight kick, but it's okay. All right, so that's that. So I'm gonna set this aside and then I'm gonna get ready to stuff the chicken. Be right back. All right, so what I'm going to do now is that I'm gonna take a sharp knife and I'm going to cut a slit across the middle. Okay, like so. Okay, let me separate this skin a little bit. Then I'm going to cut another slit on the sides. So in total, you'll have 3 slits, okay? Now I kind of want to make like a little crevice in here. So I'm going to cut a little deeper on the sides. And I'll show you. Here's the little crevices that I've made. Okay, there you go. So now what so I had actually already started to stuff. I was going to show you guys stuffing the chicken and I realized, wait a minute, I didn't add egg to my mixture. So I'm going to go ahead and add my egg. I'm going to beat it first and then add it to my mixture. Okay, I would have been so mad if I would have forgot that part. All right, beat your egg. And then add it to your mixture, okay? There we go. Now I can stuff my chicken. Okay, I want to mix extremely well so everything is nice and uniform. All right. Okay. All right, here we go. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start stuffing my chicken, okay? So in the previous clip I was making, I already had made my slits. I made one on the sides. So you can see there's crevices here, and then I had made it in the center, okay? So now we're gonna go ahead and stuff our chicken. A nice amount of your filling in there. Add little or more as you would like. This is your food. So basically you would do how you want to do. Okay, and then I'm just going to take the skin and cover it up. It's gonna seep out of the sides a little bit, but that's fine. You're gonna do this for the rest of the chicken you have. and I'll show you how it's gonna look on the baking tray, and I'll be right back. All right, here I have my chicken, all of them stuffed, ready to be baked. I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of Italian seasoning on the top of each chicken, okay? There we go. And I'm gonna bake this chicken at 375. I'm gonna say for about an hour. We wanna make sure that the chicken is fully cooked along with the ricotta cheese mixture. Obviously it has egg in it, but we're gonna pop this in the oven and I'll be right back. All right, so while our chicken is cooking, we are gonna move on to our garlic herb potatoes. So here I have a pack of Honey Gold bite-sized potatoes. These have been triple washed. You don't have to peel. Very easy peasy. Got it at Walmart, okay? So I'm going to just open my little bag up and just lay them out. Come on, potatoes. Right? And then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to cut these up in pieces and then we're going to season them. Be right back. So I have taken 4 tablespoons of butter and melted it down. Okay, I'm also going to start with spraying a little bit of avocado oil onto my potatoes. Now I'm going to take the melted butter and just drizzle it over my potatoes. Okay. Like so. Okay, now I'm going to sprinkle some pepper on here. I want to use the cracked pepper instead of the ground pepper. Okay. Make sure every potato is covered in the pepper. All right, so now I'm going to take some of this garlic butter seasoning and sprinkle some of this on top. So I'm gonna go with like about, I don't know, 2 teaspoons. Okay. Then I'm gonna take some of my garlic herb seasoning and I'm gonna sprinkle another like 2 teaspoons on here. Okay. I'm going to take some Italian seasoning. So I'd say like maybe like a tablespoon of excuse me, a tablespoon of that. And I'm going to sprinkle a little sea salt on there. Okay. And that's it. All right, so I am going to cook these in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. You know your potatoes are done once you put your fork through it and it's nice and soft and tender, okay? However, I am not going to put that in at the same time while my meat is cooking. I want to wait till after the meat is almost done so I can put these in, because if these are done way before the chicken, I suspect that folks are gonna eat these up and not be able to eat it as a side with their chicken. Just saying. All right, be right back. All right, this is how our chicken is looking so far after being in the oven. Well, there's 12 minutes left on my 1-hour timer at the 375. This is not done yet. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to turn up the heat to 400 degrees and I'm going to bake it at another 20 minutes or so, and we'll see how that's going. Be right back. All right, so our chicken is done. So like I said, I did leave it at 400 for an additional 20 minutes. Everything is nice and done. So we are gonna get ready to try this. Potatoes are done as well. It's nice and tender, very nicely seasoned, and I'm gonna get a plate started. Just wanted to show you an up-close view of what the stuffed chicken looks like. As you can see, our ricotta cheese mixture in there. The texture is exactly how I wanted it. Seasonings are on point. So yeah, there you go. All right, so our food is ready and I'm gonna get ready to try this and see what it tastes like. Okay, let me start with a potato. It's nice and soft. The skin Tastes great with all those seasonings. Not too salty. Let's try some of our chicken. The chicken is nice and tender. The ricotta cheese mixture is exactly the consistency that I wanted. The seasoning on the chicken is great. Oh yeah. And then I went ahead and added some wild rice. Right, well that's it for this episode of M's Flavor Stage. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you make this recipe. If you do, you already know. Type it in the comments. And I hope you have a fantastic day. And I will see you on the next episode of M's Flavor Stage. Ciao!